Hello everyone, how y'all doing? So this is my first time really recording a video on TikTok. Um but I just watched this documentary. So this might be two parts, so forgive me. I just watched this documentary and it was about the fallen idols of Nick and Aaron Carter. And let me just say for the record that when I was watching this documentary, it gives you this perspective of one, this is what we're not supposed to idolize people, right? And then it also gives you this sort of how do you process all of this stuff? Now, here's the thing. I am a huge fan of Backstreet Boys, right? But I can't honestly sit here and tell you that I knew a whole lot about Nick and Aaron Carter. So really, just watching that documentary alone was something. So first, let me say this. It's kind of because I'm trying to figure out where do I start. So basically, the documentary is pretty much of the alleged victims, and that's what they called them in the documentary, so that's what I'm calling them, coming out talking about how Nick Carter raped or sexually assaulted them. As I'm watching this documentary, I am just sitting there thinking to myself, Jane, who is supposed to be their mother, let's just say that she's the birth mother, right? So Jane and the father Bob, I feel like they was not parents at all. I feel like they are like the sole reasons why a lot of these things happens. Okay, with these kids, I think these kids are so and were so damaged because three of the siblings are dead, two of them are left standing. They were so damaged by their mom and they so-called mom, so-called dad. I don't think they was any type of parents at all. They were just two people who wanted money and realized they had two kids mainly that had super talent and used them. They pinned, especially Jane, she pinned these kids against each other. Started with Aaron. First, she tells Aaron, hey, listen, you would never be like Nick. And then it's but then when she needed Aaron, because now Nick is on his own and he's not listening to her no more, now she wants to tell Aaron that Nick don't love you. I feel like these two, Jane and Bob, was the worst parents on the planet. Let me just tell you like that. I mean, really the worst people I have and I have seen some worst parents. They literally are some of the worst parents I have seen. To watch how they destroyed their kids is really unacceptable. I don't even know how or why there was no charges against them. This is I have to say allegedly because there's no evidence of this, but I know just from seeing the documentary that they definitely mentally, emotionally abused these kids. I wouldn't be surprised if it was physically too. Okay? When you see how Aaron, because he was the younger one. First of all, as a kid, you never put that much pressure on a kid to raise you, basically, and take care of you. We are kids. We don't ask to be here. You parents are supposed to have that financially, responsibility. And to put that on both kids, and then when Nick gets old enough to be on his own, now you put all that responsibility on Aaron, who's like 9 years old, is ridiculous. I don't understand how we got here. Now, also, because like I said, this is a documentary. They told their stories, but it was mainly about these alleged victims who was raped and sexually assaulted by Nick Carter. Me personally, I really believe Nick and Aaron was sexually abused. Personally, I think it was mainly by Lou. And y'all know what Lou I'm talking about. But they probably won't admit it. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist. As a person who's been raped twice and then sexually assaulted twice, I will tell you this. When and by going to therapy, I learned a lot. If you and you could just Google this yourself, guys, and you'll learn a lot about this too. Men, whether they are raped by men, when they was adults or by kids, but especially when they kids, it's very hard for them. And the reason for them is like a part of them wants to prove they're not gay, for one. So when you are a young boy and you're raped by a grown man, it's almost like they took your power away, they control away your control away. And it's like you're trying to take that power back because a part of you blame yourself, which you should never blame yourself, because no child or any adult or teenager ever asked to be raped. Okay, it is not your fault. I have done that myself, and that is a whole nother subject. We, for whatever reason, us rape victims always blame ourselves, and it is not our fault. I promise you that. So when boys, it's like, okay, I was raped by this man, and I should have fought back. I should have do something. And I feel like that makes them like go with so many women because they're trying to prove that they're not gay. Sometimes when you add the mom situation, if you can keep calling her mom, Jane, into the bunch, Nick grew with so much hate for her, so much resentment for her. Unfortunately, he saw women the way he saw his mom. And I want to say this loud and clear, so please hear me. I understand because I have no teeth. That's damage from radiation and fighting cancer, okay? So sometimes my speech may not be as clear. So please listen when I say this. I am not at all condoning anybody behavior, okay? I just want you to hear that. So please do not come here going, oh, Nicole is advocating for men who rape people. No, the hell I'm not. Why the hell would I do that? And I was just raped twice. Do that even make sense? And sexually assault, I would never advocate for a man who was raped. Okay? Just because they was raped does not give them the right to rape somebody else. So I am not condoning Nick's behavior at all. Okay? Now, we have to say allegedly because he was never criminally convicted of any type of crime at all, except for DUIs. So right now, he is in litigation for civil by these women who said that he raped and sexually assaulted them. Okay? Back to the point. I just want to make that clear because I'm not condoning Nick's behavior at all. He used women to treat women the way he probably wanted to treat his mom. He wanted that power back from his mom, and he wanted that power back from his own person who raped him. So I feel like, and again, this is allegedly, because I don't know if he was actually raped, but I have a feeling that Nick and Aaron was both sexually abused, allegedly. And I also have to say allegedly, I have a feeling that I know that they was both damaged mentally and emotionally from their parents, especially their mother. So Nick did some very bad things to women. What? I don't know for sure. I was not there. I cannot say for sure if he did or did not do that. I do not know. I wasn't there. I cannot tell you that. Only thing I can say is this. From watching this documentary, I'm going to start with Melissa. Melissa, you have a right to want vindication. Sometimes us real victims does not get vindicated a lot. And when I seen how everyone was attacking you verbally on social media, let me just say I am so sorry for that. I don't understand why people feel that they have so much power so that they feel it's okay to tell people you should kill yourself, you should die, and all this stuff, all because they like somebody and they want to defend somebody. I can defend somebody I care about, and I never have to threaten your life at all, ever. So that was definitely unacceptable. Okay, now it's already 9 minutes and 36 seconds, so let me end here so that way I can go to start the next video. I knew it was going to be a part 2 to this, so there's a part 2 to this. Thank you guys for watching my video.